Hi everyone, it's Miss Bergalassi. Today I'm going to go over how you can find a photograph for your portrait drawing, as well as using the grid hashtag app to put a grid on top of your photograph. So the first thing you need to do is go to the internet and find a photograph of the person you want to draw. So notice how you have all these thumbnails coming up on the internet. You're going to want to find one that is relatively close in to the shoulders and the head, as well as not pixelated. So you want it to be of high quality. Also, when you are saving the photo into your iPhoto, you don't want to save it from the thumbnail. Right? I know a lot of people do that. That tends to be a lower quality image. So you're going to want to notice how I have the photo up that I want to use of Frida Kahlo. And I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take me to the actual website where the photograph is. And notice how it's a larger image, you have more information. Here is going to be where you're going to tap on the screen, hold it down, and you're going to add to photos. And I'm going to navigate back to my photos, and I'm going to crop out any unnecessary information. So here I'm going to use the crop tool. Okay, it's always going to cut the head off a little bit. Make sure you bring it down. You really don't want a lot of the top of the head cut off. And I'm going to make it a vertical image where I just have some of the shoulder information. We don't want to cut the person off at the neck, so we're going to make sure we have some information in the shoulders. And you want to make it about the size of a piece of paper. And you want to zoom it in to have more of the head. And there you have that. And you're going to hit done. Now you're going to navigate to the grid hashtag app. It's the green G with the grid on top of it. And here is where I'm going to click on the photo icon in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to go to my photos, find my photograph. Okay, and notice mine already comes up with the grid that I want because I've already done this. But what you're going to do is you need to make the grid type. When you go up into the top left corner, you see the horizontal lines with the three little dots. You're going to click on that, and you're going to set your grid type. Notice here it says square set rows only. You're going to click on that, and you're going to make sure it's set to the square set rows only. It's automatically set on the rectangle, so make sure you have it checked where it says square set rows only. Hit back. Make sure that your row is set to 11. Right, so remember we created the 1-inch grid in our sketchbook, so now we're going to make sure we have 11 rows to match up with our sketchbook, and it makes sure that it has 8 columns. All right, so remember we have 8 columns across in our sketchbook. Also make sure that you change your line width. I think when you open up the grid hashtag app, it's already at line width of 6. That's a very large width, and it will sort of cover up most of your photograph. So you're going to make sure to bring that down. I set mine to 1, and then you're going to hit save. So make sure all of these settings are exactly as you see. Square as the grid type, row is 11, and the column is 8. Right, then you have line width of 1. And hit save. So now you'll notice how you have something that looks exactly like your grid in your sketchbook. Right? You can hit save. Also notice how you have this, it says mode in the top left corner. Make sure it's on fixed grid as well. Okay. Now I'm going to screenshot it, and then you can save it in your photographs. Okay. When you crop out this, make sure you just leave a little bit on the left side, like that, so we can use the markup tool. And you're going to hit save to photos. And now you have your photograph in here with the grid on top.